Now that I've refinished my old dresser, I need to figure out some accessories to decorate the top. Whenever I'm decorating a horizontal surface, I tend to follow the same few rules. Now, of course, I don't have any kind of formal training in any of this. These are just the rules that I've come up with through trial and error over the years. 1, I start with an anchor, something that your decorative grouping can center around. Some sort of focal point or something that draws the collection together. For example, artwork on the wall or a fabric runner on the surface. 2, use different levels. I like to have something low, something medium, and something tall. Your grouping of accessories should have points of interest that your eye can move across easily. Number 3, balance, not necessarily symmetry. My mother used to have to buy 2 of everything that she decorated with so that she could make sure her decorating was exactly the same on both sides. Your accessorizing should have balance to it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you split it down the middle and make both sides a mirror image of each other. You can still achieve balance using different accessories. Number 4, practical function. This one's optional, but when you live in a smaller space, it is always a welcome bonus if your decorative items can serve some sort of dual purpose and have a practical function as well. And number 5, this is probably the most important rule: do what you like. You're the one that has to look at this stuff every day, so ultimately make it something that is pleasing to you. Other people might look at your decorations and say, what the heck is that, or what were they thinking? But if it's something that you enjoy, it's your house. If other people don't like it, they don't have to visit. So for the top of my dresser, I decided to anchor my accessories with a couple of things. One was a large mirror that I just leaned against the wall. Second was a small fabric runner to bring in a few more of the accent colors. Now, I couldn't find a runner that was the right size and design, so I took 2 placemats that I picked up at Big Lots and stitched them together on my sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. Next was the something tall. I dug this vase out of my basement and added these wooden branches that I got from Michael's. For the lower level, I wanted to add some more greenery to the room. I found some faux succulents at the Dollar Tree and decided to make a small succulent garden. I used this gold plastic charger, also from the Dollar Tree, and gave it a coat of metallic silver paint, and then used a sponge to stipple some black acrylic paint over the top. The goal was to give it a sort of galvanized look. I spritzed it with a combination of water and white vinegar to help wear the paint. I just continued layering this way: silver spray paint, vinegar and water, black acrylic paint, until I got the effect that I wanted. Then I filled the bottom of the tray with some floral foam and covered this with a bag of white sand from the Dollar Tree, making sure to fill the gap around the foam as well. I then mixed a bag of white pebbles and multicolored brown pebbles together in a bowl and then covered the sand with that. Then I just removed the faux succulents from their original containers and inserted them into the floral foam. The medium level also served a practical purpose. I used this basket that I already had to store my colognes and beard oils. To help balance the grouping, I also wanted to add an additional functional piece. I took these 2 small boxes from the Dollar Tree and covered them with pages from a phone book. Now, for those of you who don't know, a phone book was how we used to look up people's phone numbers before we had Google. I just put a layer of Mod Podge on the box, then ripped random pieces from the phone book pages and put them in the glue. Then I sealed them with another layer of Mod Podge over top. Once they were dry, I used them as storage for my bow tie collection. And there you go. There's my final dresser display.